Hello, I'm your host Keller, and welcome to The Scene, where today we're going to be answering the real important questions, like when the hell is Skate 4 becoming a thing? Hello again. So today I am joined by Raph and Lex from the Vancouver Gaymers. Emphasis on the gay in gamers. That's how it's spelled. I don't know if there's going to be a title card at the bottom. It's probably in the title. Today we're going to be playing the game SUPERFIGHT, which is, as I've been led to believe, a game about arguing.
So over here we have some cards, some black, some white, and basically we're going to combine them to build a character that is going to be like a crazy combination of someone that we might or might not know, plus superpowers. And then we're going to combine them together and face against one another. And we're going to each take turns spreading our case why our character would win a fight over the other characters. And then the person who is the judge, in this case Keller over here, he's going to get to decide after listening to our both sides who would win the fight, and that person who wins gets the points. My character is a disembodied head, which is radioactive. It has no depth perception.
All right, mine is a samurai armed with a cattle prod and can summon anything from a hardware store.
That's a good. I'd read that comic book.
All right then. So I have to say that your samurai, whatever it can summon, conjure, or whatever, is no match for my disembodied head.
What does it do though? Without it's just the head. And it's radioactive and no depth perception. It just doesn't sound like the most effective.
Well,
how would it fight? It's got no limbs. All I need is like a chainsaw from the hardware store and.
Well, if it's a disembodied head that was put in the SUPERFIGHT game, you have to imagine that it can charge somehow. So even if it's rolling or if it's like somehow floats a bit. But I think that mine is more deadly than a generic disembodied head because mine has no depth perception. So if it's charging to you, it's not gonna know when it's gonna hit you or not. So it's just gonna go full throttle. Right? So you have to remember that. It has no depth perception.
Would you guys say you can get like a hazmat suit from a hardware store? Because like yours might kill mine, but just not right away.
I used to work at Rona. You could get the suits to deal with fiberglass at hardware stores.
But not radiation.
Yeah, but that's like you're gonna kill me in like 20 years. I'm pretty sure I could kill you within like 2 seconds without anything from a hardware store.
I'll just say a good argument for the radioactive is that just be Dr. Manhattan just literally blew a dude, just literally blows people up with radioactive powers. But at the same time, I'd much rather, I want to read about a cattle prod wielding samurai who loves hardware store. That just the characters.
So many things from the hardware store. You could get so creative.
I imagine it comes with like the Home Depot apron.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the samurai. Just
fair. All right, so my character is a bit better than before. It's not radioactive, but right now it's a dragon that lays exploding eggs and is wearing a deadly flaming to-do.
all right.
Sure, yeah.
And mine is the Kardashians. They heal 100 times faster than normal, and they can turn to steel. Yeah.
All right. So my case, first, how many Kardashians are there? Just so I know.
There's an army. Do the Jenners count? Are the Jenners involved? Because I feel like Kylie and Kendall are part of the Kardashian clan. So there's Kylie, Kendall, Kim, Khloe, Courtney, Rob Senior, Chris, and Kanye West. I feel like is part of it too.
Good job knowing everybody in the clan.
I have a lot of respect for the Kardashians. They are marketing geniuses. They turn nothing into a lot.
And all of them share the same power.
Yeah, they all turn.
Okay, then.
They all heal a lot and can turn to steel.
All right, then. So, okay, I'll take, like, you're a lot of Kardashians out there,
Yep.
but I'm a mother-tucking dragon. You saw what...
tutu.
Yeah, with a flaming tutu. Like, you saw what Daenerys did with one dragon, right? So, yeah, like, you can take all the Kardashians that can turn into steel, and we just, like, melt them all, right? And either with my fire breath, or my flaming tutu...
Or your exploding eggs.
Or my exploding egg. I have choices.
Well, that depends. Is your fire hot enough to like melt steel? Is the question.
That's what I was gonna say. The Kardashians have gotten so this is showing the Kardashians have gotten so into plastic surgery that they now are made out of steel.
Steel
and from my
genetically modified to heal 100 times faster.
Yeah,
as well.
they have the money to do so. They have, and from my understanding, I believe jet fuel can't even melt steel beams.
Yes, it can.
Are you sure about that? I don't know. There's a lot of YouTube. I am on the realm of YouTube, and I feel like there are more YouTube videos stating that jet fuel cannot melt steel beams.
All right.
So can a dragon melt steel Kardashian?
So Kardashians, you've got a really good defense system, though. How would you go about killing the dragon?
They'd nag them to death. Or Kanye would just drop another, because Kanye is one of the Kardashians through marriage. He will just drop another gospel album, and then the dragon will just want to just off himself out of just like, I never want to hear this again.
No.
Why is Kanye doing such a thing?
I'll probably, like, when he's doing his, like, crescendo, I'll probably just shove an exploding egg in his throat. Like, he bites, done.
But again, steel.
Yeah, the thing is, like, surely they can't attack the dragon while they're steel, so they either have to be steel and, like, defense mode, and then they come out of the steel to try and kill the dragon.
I was thinking
and I just don't know if the Kardashians can do that.
I was thinking they're like steel in the same way like Colossus from X-Men.
I was kind of like getting more like Terminator 2
Right.
vibes. But
Yeah,
still, again, you can melt Terminator 2. We saw that on the movie.
Terminator 2?
Terminator. I think you said tomato.
No, Terminators. I have an accent.
My mistake. Anyways,
And the sheer weight of a steel fist. Like,
So,
I got hit with
on
a
a
bottle
dragon.
yesterday, and I was out of commission for the whole night.
Motherfucking dragon.
I think the dragon would win, just because I think the turn to steel thing is temporary. They can't actually move.
Points for
I just
Raph.
don't know if they
Yeah.
could actually kill the dragon when they're not being defensive.
So, my character is the Mario brothers, both of them, Mario and Luigi. They are 3 stories tall and can read minds.
So they had a bunch of mushrooms.
Oh, hell yeah. they're tripping ball. They took a trip. They took a trip to Colorado.
Alright, well, mine is a gladiator who shoots lightning and can control hair.
Can control hair. Oh, that would mess with the mustaches.
They're Italian.
Italian. Yeah, that's the Italians are known for their hair, but at the same time, they can read my. It's not like the gladiator helmet's not like the Magneto helmet. I can, like, they can read your mind, and I assume they have like that Charles Xavier thing. I'm just gonna keep making X-Men references until I run out of them. They can read your mind and probably affect the way you think and mess with you that way.
Read my mind fast enough to like dodge lightning is the thing.
They're pretty big. They could get, like, how much lightning are we talking? Like, just like
Enough.
Enough.
However long
like
it takes.
Palpatine just from the fingertips.
Yeah. I mean, sure, why not?
There's
Shoots lightning, right? It's not control lightning. It shoots. So out of something.
Out of
surely.
something.
Whatever.
They're
appendage
3
you choose.
stories tall, so you might like laser hair removal their shin.
I don't want to remove their hair. I can control their hair.
Yeah, but like the lightning would like burn off the hairs, but then I could just like the Mario Bros could just kick you, like, and jump on you, and they're quite efficient at jumping. That's kind of what they were to the jump. Wasn't it Jumpman? No, that was Mega Man.
No, Mario was Jumpman.
Mario was Jumpman. Yes, it's
Mega Man was always Mega Man.
yeah.
Or Rockman, actually.
That's what happens when I pretend to know what I'm talking about.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else to say unless you have some more stuff to say. So.
I just think that the 3 stories tall and their ability to jump onto the, I assume 6 foot something gladiator, I think that would end the fight there and then.
Okay, so here's my verdict. Even though like overall the Gladiator seems to be like the most prompt for like a battle, just because the Mario Brothers are 3-stories tall and there are 2 of them, I kind of think that like even the lightning from Palpatine and controlling their hair, I think like they're just too big to control. So I kind of will give the win to the Mario Bros.
I just thought of a way that we could have totally won. We could have just controlled their mustaches to make them kiss, and then do the shame of incest.
I just don't know how much controlling hair is like. Can I pull it? Could I like topple them over with it? I don't know if it's like that, or if I can just make their hair go like do crazy things while they're trying to kill me.
Yeah, I think it like could be like Magneto but with hair.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
X-Men references, I guess.
I don't know.
Yes. All right, so the final round. We've all won once. Wasn't planned. We're just that good. So we're gonna do a tiebreaker. All 3 of us are gonna play. I don't know who's gonna judge. We'll get the production team to judge. Jade, you're judging, because that wasn't mentioned when it was explained. So we're each gonna have our characters like normal, and then we're each gonna get an extra black card of the superpower card that we're going to then gift to someone. So it could be to specifically screw one person over, or to like, hey, I like your hat. I'm gonna help you out.
So my character is Queen. I'm supposing it's the Queen, not the band Queen. And the Queen in this case is made of stone. And I'm assuming that she's made of stone, but she can still move.
Let's hope so.
And she controls an army of flying monkeys, also known as Tories.
All right. So I got a supermodel, which is very on brand with the first card I got. Has telekinesis and steals opponents' abilities with a touch.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you could have any of what we have. So.
Yeah, I could just, yeah.
Okay.
All right. I have an alien who's armed with a rocket launcher and can clone itself, but each clone is half as smart as the previous clone.
I love that. Wasn't there an episode of Family Guy, right? Each clone is just getting
like Bitch Stewie and Bitch Brian.
Yeah, Bitch Stewie and Bitch Brian.
Okay, I'm giving you this ability.
Me?
No, him.
Keller.
Sorry, Keller. There you go.
I was giving
Raph, remind me what yours was.
The Queen made the stone controls
okay.
army of monkeys.
I was given the power that I can't stop laughing. I didn't know this yet.
You're gonna get a crowbar because
Oh yeah, thank
I feel
you.
like it doesn't help you too much.
All right. So this I'm gonna.
You got a weird.
Yeah, I gotta. I don't know who to hand this to, but here.
I get to draw and play 2 random attributes from the deck. That's
Okay, so I got 2 stuff.
okay. That's not helpful. They're both bad. So I'm also made of sand and have horrible self-esteem.
I tried to help.
Would make me not want to clone myself very much. Now would it?
First of all, I'm the Queen. Like, I own several countries. All right, that's important. Several armies, like at my will, but none of them is stronger than the army of flying monkeys because they're vicious. Like, yeah, you know that you don't fuck with monkeys, right? And besides that, I'm made of stone, and now I got a crowbar. So, and I think that you have to like make notice that controlling an army of flying monkeys is not a power you supermodel can steal, because they respond to me. It's not a superpower. It's just the chain of command, right?
Okay.
So that's very important. So, and you cannot read minds of flying monkeys with your telekinesis. Well, that's telepathy, whatever. There's a lot of them. You
can
cannot
move things with your mind. Yeah.
You're right. You cannot just telekinesis them away from you because there are too many of them, right? And yeah, plus you're laughing all the time, so you cannot concentrate.
Can you give us an example of how your supermodel would laugh? It's very important.
I feel like it'd be like a cackle. I feel like it'd be like very Fran Drescher like.
Okay.
No, not Fran Drescher. No, I don't know why I always say Fran Drescher. The chick from Friends that was like, oh my god,
Janice.
Yeah, Janice.
Oh.
Please remind the viewers how that goes.
Yeah. Just constantly.
Yeah, just constantly. So the sheer annoyance of the Janice laugh. Also, for wrestling fans, it was the Seth Rollins laugh. They laughed identically. The sheer annoyance of that, you won't want to fight me anymore because like I have to be around that all the time while I'm like. And I also just realized that I didn't know what telekinesis meant. I thought it was very similar to the mind reading power I had before, which.
Think Jean Grey if you want more.
Yeah.
Because
Jean Grey has both, right? She can have telepathy and telekinesis. Telekinesis is like
known for moving.
Carry.
I just have like the force.
Carry.
Yeah. Okay.
Or the force. The force works, but just like the moving parts.
Okay. Well then I can just like use telekinesis to pick up something massive to throw at the flying monkeys.
There's too many of them. Like
How many flying monkeys are we talking?
I have an army. Okay, so an army can be anything between like 10 and 10,000.
Yeah, but I see this show. There's this group called the Army of Sass, and there's only like 40 of them per each army.
But I'm a queen.
True, but like I don't know of any countries the flying monkeys that the queen owns. So it could just be like I collected a few from the set of Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, so if you think of like all the Wizard of Oz productions, like there's like hundreds of it that's being depicted. So you cannot just like throw one thing and hoping to win the fight because like all the others are gonna swarm you.
I mean, I've got okay. a rocket launcher.
Go alien. Go
and bad self-esteem. So.
I'm gonna shoot you if you're okay with that. Like, is that cool?
But I can clone myself to be, a really dumb maze with rocket launcher.
It's just half dumb.
I don't know if I've got good arguments for that.
Yeah, my supermodel would.
Because you could steal you could steal my rocket launchers or cloning myself.
The supermodel would also.
Or my horrible self-esteem.
You see, the supermodel that's how I beat you.
Please take my horrible self-esteem.
That's how I defeat you is because it's supermodel, and the supermodels already mess with people's self-esteem. Not intentionally, it just happens, but then by the sheer existence, I'm assuming like a Kate Upton looking model, or just, or I mean it doesn't specify gender, so it could be like Henry Cavill, but yeah, so it just through the power of magazines and I don't know how to argue this anymore.
I'm gonna give the winner of this game will be the queen and the army of flying monkeys.
So what I think.
All right, so that was the game. We had a lot of fun. The power of supermodels does not triumph the Queen of England, but she doesn't have much time left. It's more of a waiting game.
She's immortal.
She could be. She very well could.
You never know till she dies.
Lemmy wasn't, and that surprised me. So yeah, Vancouver Gaymers. Plug yourself. Your social media, upcoming events. What's going on?
Okay. Do you wanna?
I'm sure you know more about it than I do, but so we're Vancouver Gaymers on Facebook. We're also on Meetup, if that works better for you. And yeah, you can just find our events there. Like, come hang out. We do a lot of board game events and some social events. And we're trying to get some more video game type events in there as well, for the people who prefer that sort of thing.
So yeah, we are also on Discord. But to find our Discord, you probably have to go through either a Meetup or meetup.com or Facebook, because they'll give you the way to Discord.
Yeah, come join them, play some video games, and always remember to support the scene.